So about 30 seconds, ladies. 30 seconds.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's women's singles quarterfinal action here at the Australian Open. Would you please welcome onto Rod Laver Arena from the Czech Republic, Karolina Pliskova. And her opponent from Romania, Simona Halep.
Hello and welcome back to Rod Laver Arena, day 10 action of the 2018 Australian Open. It continues, and the last spot in the women's semi-finals up for grabs. Who will play Angelique Kerber? Will it be Simona Halep or will it be Karolina Pliskova? Both players have been to Grand Slam finals. Of course, Simona, the French Open twice, losing in 2014 and 2017, and Pliskova losing that 2016 US Open final. Neither have made it to a final here before. Kelly Underwood in commentary alongside me, Louise Fleming. And Louise, there we go. We're having a look at how it sits at the moment and who will win that last spot to take on Kerber and maybe advance through to their first ever Australian Open final.
Well, amazing really, isn't it? Simona Halep, so much has happened to that young lady throughout this event.
Circle the coin toss for you today, okay? After the toss, some photos, please, the three of you over to that side. So you know the timings, you had 1 minute to come, that was good. And once I say end of warm-up, you have 60 seconds to be ready to play. 25 seconds between points, and if you want a challenge, please do it in a clear and timely manner. Any questions? No? Who is going to call? Karolina, heads or tails? It's heads. Serve. This side. Do some photos first, please. Stay in the middle. Thank you.
So both players will be a little nervous. Pliskova has never moved through to a semi-final spot here before. And for Simona Halep, knocked out in the first round for the last 2 years, hasn't had much success here before either. So huge opportunity for both these players.
Absolutely, Kel. Beautiful conditions that this match will be played in today. Nice and calm, not like some of the very hot days that Halep's had to play through, but Simona Halep would just be so happy that she is here. She tore ligaments in her first round match against Destiny Ava, and then had that just mammoth match against Lauren Davis where she was down 3 match points. So just what a journey for her. Karolina Pliskova, love to watch this lady play. Just such a cool, calm, collected attitude she has out on the court. She's tall, she's around 6'2", and she slams down her serves, and that's what is going to be the tough job for Halep today. How well can she return Pliskova's serve? Can she negate that? Can she neutralise that part of her game and get her moving?
Well, coming into the quarterfinals, Pliskova had fired down 27 aces, the most so far. And we saw Madison Keys in the earlier quarterfinal, who's an ace queen as well, went through the entire match without serving an ace, unheard of. Knocked out in straight sets by Kerber, who is clearly the tournament favourite, but don't write off the world number one.
No, she's hungry at the moment, Simona Halep, and perhaps the fact that she is a little bit injured has just taken the focus off the fact that she's never won a Grand Slam. She's the #1 player in the world, and it may just play a little bit into the mental battle that she sometimes has during her matches. But apart from that ankle, she has looked incredibly good this year at the Open. And well, I don't know how she's still standing. She said she couldn't feel her ankle, her leg after the match against Davis, but she is such a courageous fighter, this young lady.
So 3 hours and 44 minutes, that epic battle against the American Lauren Davis. 15-13 in the end.
3 minutes.
She said afterwards she felt almost dead. It was a record-equaling 48-game marathon. An absolute torture test. They're head-to-head. Well, Halep clearly leads that.
Yeah, and this
5-1.
is where she really does have the advantage, doesn't she? Because to win so many times against your opponent on all different surfaces. The last time they played was on clay at Roland Garros, so a Grand Slam match there. That's the only time that they've played at this level, and that was a 3-set match, an hour and 20, a long one. But the last 2 times that they've played in the last couple of years has been to Halep, so that is certainly going to be a mental advantage for the Romanian today.
We saw that in the earlier match as well. The head-to-head was 6-1 in favour of Kerber, and Keys almost looked beaten in the head before she stepped out onto the court. She was intimidated. We saw the contrasting styles, and it's a similar match-up here. The great defensive retrieving skills of Kerber against the power of Keys. This is a similar match-up tactically.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been the players that have almost played like both Kerber and Halep can play like a brick wall. They can just go into lockdown where they just are so resistant to make errors. They are just so solid. It does become a physical and mental battle. It's an equal kind of matchup, whereas a Keys and a Pliskova wants to come out and they want to dictate and dominate and not get into that mental battle. They're both front runners. They both want to play big. But it's the players like Kerber and Halep that are starting to go deeper into Grand Slams and play like a Wozniacki. These players that can just stay there and not have those mental breakdowns in terms of just being that little bit more hungry and physically tougher than their opponents. It's just been making the difference, particularly at this